Have you ever wondered why, even after trying to eat healthy, take your medications, and follow your doctor's advice, your heart still feels tired, heavy, not quite right? You might chalk it up to age, to genetics, to bad luck. But what if I told you, it's not just age, it's not just your DNA, it's not even the medications alone, it's something far more hidden, something you do every single day without realizing it. Something millions of seniors around the world are doing right now, and it's silently sabotaging their hearts. And the most terrifying part? These are things you've been told are normal, habits you've been doing for decades, tiny actions that feel harmless or even comforting. But underneath them, there's damage happening, slowly, quietly, fatigue you can't explain, chest pressure that doesn't go away, that occasional shortness of breath you dismiss as just getting older. This isn't fear-mongering. This is truth backed by science, lived by real people, and too often ignored by mainstream advice. You see, the heart isn't just a pump. It's the core of your independence, the rhythm of your freedom. When your heart falters, everything falters. But here's the empowering part. Many of the reasons it falters are within your control. And once you see them, you can't unsee them. Once you understand them, you won't go back. So let me ask you something. What if one of your morning routines is aging your arteries 5 times faster? What if something as simple as how you sit, how you sleep, or even how you snack at night is setting your heart up for failure? Not in a dramatic heart attack kind of way, but in a slow decay, a daily erosion of your strength, your energy, your spark. That's what we're here to uncover. And this isn't just going to be another health video telling you to eat healthy and get exercise. You've heard that already. You deserve better. We're going deeper, into the invisible traps hidden in your habits, the rituals that feel harmless but aren't. And most importantly, we're going to show you how to change them in ways that are easy, practical, and feel good, not punishing. Because the truth is, it's not about being perfect, it's about being aware. This is about giving you back your control, your vitality, your hope. Because no one talks about how emotionally draining it is to feel like your body is betraying you, or how scary it is to lie awake at night, wondering if your heart will be okay tomorrow. I see you, and you are not alone. Now, before we dive into these dangerous daily habits, I want you to do something with me. Take a deep breath. And remember, just because you've done something for 60 years doesn't mean you need to do it for 61. Your body is waiting for you to make these changes, and it's never too late. In fact, it's the perfect time, because every single day you wake up with a heartbeat is a gift. Let's not waste it. Let's talk about the first habit that quietly creeps into your life, and no one tells you it's deadly. It starts right after breakfast, or maybe just after you've taken your medications and feel like you've earned a bit of rest. You sit for a while, then maybe you move to the couch, maybe the television comes on. Before you know it, a couple hours have passed, and your legs haven't moved. You haven't stood up. And your heart? It's doing all the work, trying to push blood through vessels that have become stiff, stagnant, and tired. Sitting for long hours doesn't just make you feel sluggish. It's a direct threat to your heart. When your muscles aren't moving, your circulation slows. Blood begins to pool. Inflammation creeps in. Your arteries don't get the signal to stay flexible. And that stiffness? That's the beginning of 100 other problems. The silent buildup of plaque, the hidden rise in blood pressure, the decline in nitric oxide, which is your body's natural way of keeping blood vessels relaxed. But you might say, I'm retired, I've worked hard, I deserve to rest. And you're absolutely right. You do. But rest is not the same as stillness. Your heart doesn't get to retire. It's still beating over 100,000 times a day. It needs movement. Gentle, consistent movement that reminds your body, I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm still fighting for strength. And here's the thing that most people get wrong. They think it has to be exercise. They think if they're not doing 30 minutes on a treadmill or lifting weights, it doesn't count. That's a lie. Simply standing up every 30 minutes, stretching your arms overhead, walking to the mailbox, dancing for 60 seconds to your favorite song in the kitchen. That's heart medicine. That's life. That's circulation. Now, let's talk about food, but not in the way you've heard before. You've likely been told to watch your salt, avoid fat, eat more greens, but the real danger isn't always what you eat. It's how and when you eat. Many seniors unknowingly stress their hearts every evening with one of the most dangerous patterns: late night eating followed by early sleep. It sounds innocent, a small snack before bed, maybe some toast or a bowl of cereal. But here's what's happening behind the scenes. When you lie down with a full stomach, your digestion slows dramatically. Blood flow is redirected. Your heart works harder during a time it's supposed to rest. Insulin spikes, blood sugar rises. And if this becomes a pattern, your metabolism begins to erode. Your body stores more fat. Your arteries take the hit. Your heart beats harder at night when it should be in repair mode. But it's not just the food. It's what that food represents. Sometimes it's comfort. Sometimes it's habit. Sometimes it's loneliness. And I want you to know, your emotions are valid. But your body is begging you for a change, a lighter dinner, a 2-hour buffer before lying down, maybe a warm tea instead of a sweet bite. Small changes, big protection. That's what we're aiming for. Now, let's talk about another silent assassin: dehydration. Most seniors don't feel thirsty the same way they used to. So, they drink less and less. And by the time the signs show up, dizziness, confusion, heart palpitations, the damage has started. Your blood becomes thicker. Your heart has to pump harder. And that's when the danger spikes. Water isn't just a basic need. It's your heart's best friend. It keeps your blood flowing smoothly. It helps your kidneys filter excess sodium. It stabilizes blood pressure. Without it, your heart suffers silently. If you take diuretics, the risk is even higher. So, what can you do? Start your day with a glass of water before anything else. Keep a glass near your favorite chair. Flavor it naturally with lemon or cucumber. Hydration is healing, but you have to give your heart the support it needs. So, here we are, just a few habits in, and already you can see the picture forming. You're not broken, you're not unlucky, you're just human. A human who's been living with habits that no one ever warned you about. But that changes now. Because from here on out, every heartbeat matters, and so does every choice. Let's walk into the quiet hours of your day. Those mid-mornings or early afternoons when the television hums. Maybe the news plays or some old reruns remind you of different times. Familiar sounds, comfortable moments. But here's the twist nobody ever warned you about. The news you consume daily, especially the constant waves of fear, stress, and tension, doesn't just affect your mood. It shapes your heart's rhythm. When you absorb fear long enough, your nervous system stays in fight or flight mode. Cortisol rises. Inflammation spreads. Blood pressure surges. Your heart begins to beat not to a rhythm of peace, but a rhythm of defense. And here's the worst part. It doesn't feel like stress. It just feels normal. That's how habits work. They whisper, not shout. If you find yourself tensing up, holding your breath, feeling that subtle anxiety from what you watch or read, that's your heart asking you to change the channel. Choose calm. Choose peace. Choose something that feeds your soul instead of alarming it. A walk in nature, calming music, prayer, laughter, even silence. These aren't luxuries. They're prescriptions, real ones, for your heart. And then comes the habit almost every senior falls into without realizing it, the habit of isolation. I'm not talking about being physically alone, I'm talking about emotional isolation. Going through days without deep conversation, without laughter, without touch, without being truly seen. Your heart, it feels that. Science has shown over and over. Isolation is as dangerous as smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. Your heart was made for connection. It beats stronger in the presence of love, conversation, and purpose. When you feel invisible, your heart begins to shrink, not physically, but energetically. You lose motivation. You move less. You eat differently. Your body starts preparing for stillness. But this can change, and it doesn't require a house full of guests. A phone call with a friend, a note to someone you love, a moment of gratitude spoken out loud. Eye contact with your neighbor. Join a group, volunteer, walk where people gather. Humans are herd creatures. Even soft community keeps the heart beating in hope. Let's pause here for a second and look at something even more subtle, the language you speak to yourself daily. This is one of the most unspoken heart killers, the "I'm too old for this." the "my best years are behind me," the "it's too late." These are more dangerous than cholesterol. Why? Because they make you stop trying. And when you stop trying, your body listens. Muscles shrink, blood flow slows, hope dims, and the heart, that fierce engine of life, loses its will to push forward. But what if today you told yourself something new, something bold? Like, I'm still alive, I still matter, I can still change. Do you realize what that does? It tells your brain to release serotonin. It lowers inflammation. It creates vitality. Your words are medicine or poison. Choose wisely. And now we touch one more hidden habit, and this one disguises itself as something responsible. It's the over-reliance on medications without reviewing them. Many seniors take 5, 10, sometimes 15 pills a day. Some are necessary, some aren't, and some combinations are silently stressing your heart beyond what it can manage. Medications can deplete your body of magnesium, CoQ10, potassium, nutrients your heart needs to function. Some raise your blood sugar, some constrict your vessels, some interfere with sleep, causing a downward spiral into fatigue, inactivity, and emotional withdrawal. And yet, so few people question them. So few ask, do I still need this? Let today be the day you become your own health advocate. You deserve to ask your doctor to review every single medication. Ask about nutrient loss. Ask about side effects. This isn't rebellion, it's survival. Your heart needs clarity, not chaos. You see, these habits don't shout, they don't demand. They just live quietly in your routine, every single day, slowly making you weaker. But now you see them, you feel them, you know they exist. And once you know, you have the power to choose differently. There's a moment, sometimes late at night, when everything goes quiet. The house settles, the world feels distant. And for just a second, you hear something beneath the silence. Your breath, your heartbeat. That steady rhythm that's been with you since the beginning. It's still there, still trying, still choosing you, even when you didn't choose it back. This is where transformation starts. Not in a doctor's office, not in a pill bottle, not in a fancy machine, but in this very moment of awareness, when you realize that the small things, your daily choices, your thoughts, your movements, your food, your rest, they're not small at all. They're everything. They are life, built one heartbeat at a time. And maybe today, after hearing all this, you feel something you haven't felt in a while: possibility. Because despite the years, despite the pain, despite the diagnoses, your heart still wants to fight for you. It still wants to beat with strength, not fear, with energy, not fatigue, with love, not loneliness. Let's talk about food, not just what's on your plate, but how you eat it. Fast eating, distracted eating, eating out of boredom or grief, these all add hidden pressure to your heart. Your body needs to digest in peace. It needs time to absorb. It needs intention. When you eat slowly, with gratitude, your parasympathetic system turns on. Your digestion improves, your inflammation drops, your heartbeat steadies. The simple act of eating becomes a form of healing, and healing begins with mindfulness, not medicine. Now, I want to ask you something deeply personal. When was the last time you really laughed? Not a polite smile, not a chuckle at a joke you've heard 1,000 times, but a real, deep, joyful laugh that made your chest ache in the best way possible? Laughter is cardio for the soul. It expands the lungs. It massages the heart. It floods your body with life-giving chemicals. It resets your stress. Yet, as we grow older, many stop laughing. They stop playing. They stop dancing. But you're not done yet. Your story isn't over. You have pages left to write. And maybe, just maybe, those pages can be filled with more light, more movement, more forgiveness, more laughter, more awe. Your heart is not asking for perfection. It's asking for permission to feel again, to hope again, to connect again. That begins with you making the smallest possible change. Wake up tomorrow and drink water before your coffee. Step outside and feel the sun. Call someone and tell them what they mean to you. Stand up during commercials. Breathe deeper during moments of tension. Swap one salty snack for something fresh. Reframe one negative thought into something curious. It's these tiny pivots that build a powerful life. You see, you're not too old to change. You're just wise enough to make change matter more than ever. You've seen enough. You've lived enough. Now you get to live well. And that's a choice only you can make, one quiet decision at a time. If this message stirred something in you, if it woke up even one heartbeat of motivation, then do this. Share it. Not for the views, not for the algorithm, but because someone you love needs this. Someone you know is sitting in silence right now, feeling the weight on their chest and thinking it's just age. But now you know better. Now you can be the one who turns the light on for someone else. And before we close, I want to say something many forget to hear. You're not broken, you're not behind, you're not too late. You are worthy of a strong heart, a joyful life, and a peaceful future. And from this moment forward, you walk with the knowledge and the tools to make it happen. So breathe in that courage, stand in that truth, and take care of the one thing that has never stopped showing up for you, your heart. Because when you care for your heart, you don't just extend your years, you expand your life. Until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and never forget. Your best days might still be ahead of you. This is Health 360 Pro. I'm with you every beat of the way.